shining on my life, I can see a better day. I won't let the darkness in. What a journey it has been. I have been to sorrow, I have been to bliss. Where I'll be tomorrow, I can only guess. Through the darkest desert, through the deepest snow, forward, always forward I go. What a journey it has been, and the end is not in sight. But the stars are out tonight, and they're bound to guide my way. When they're shining on my life, I can see a better day. I won't let the darkness in. What a journey it has been. Forward, always forward. Onward, always up. Catching every drop of hope in my empty cup. What a journey it has been, and the end is not in sight. But the stars are out tonight, and they're bound to guide my way. When they're shining on my life, I can see a better day. I won't let the darkness in. What a journey it has been. What a journey it has been.
I can see it in your eyes that you are restless. The time has come for you to leave. It's so hard to let you go, but in this life I know you have to be who you were made to be. As you step out on the road, I'll say a prayer, so that in my heart you always will be there. This is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again. The stirring in your soul has left you wondering, should you stay or turn around? Well, just remember that your dreams, they are a promise, that you were made to change the world. So don't let fear stop you now, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again. Oh, I know the brightest star above was created by the one who loved more than we'll ever know, to guide you when you're lost. What started as a still small voice is raging now, and your only choice is to follow who you are. So follow who you are, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again. Oh, this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home. It is I love you to take with you until you're home. It is I love you to take with you until you're home again.
When you look back on times we had, I hope you smile and know that through the good and through the bad, I was on your side when nobody could hold us down. We claimed the brightest star, and we came so far, and no, they won't forget. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us, and we believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember, I'll be there. Remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember, when you think back on all we've done, I hope you're proud. When you look back and see how far we've come, it was our time to shine, and nobody could hold us down. They thought they'd see us fall, but we stood so tall, and no, we won't forget. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high when all this world was there for us. We believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember, I'll be there. Remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember.
We're going to be getting started here in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're going to be getting started here in about 5 minutes. If you need to use the restroom or get yourself settled in or where we're at, I need all the graduates back there getting lined up.
We claimed the brightest star, and we came so far. You know that we showed them all, and no,
row. 1, 2, 3. 4 in.
Thank you.
Yeah? You know, it's funny how many people don't. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and get started here. I'd like to welcome everybody here tonight, but again, also remind you that this is a fun occasion and a celebration for these kids. So if you could please stay where you're at now and not be a disruption, that would be great. So.
Welcome, friends and families of the class of 2025. Thank you for coming and sharing in our celebration as we graduate from Sweet Home High School today. Speaking on behalf of the senior class board and all graduating seniors, I would like to thank our class board advisors, Mr. Jared Adams and Mrs. Tia Johnston, for their leadership. During the ceremony, I would ask that you please silence your cell phones or anything else that would distract others from where we are to celebrate the class of 2025. Now please stand with us for the playing of the national anthem.
Go ahead and take a seat. I'm here to present an award on behalf of the Sweet Home Alumni Foundation. So I've got a few things to say. The mission of the Sweet Home Alumni Foundation is simple, yet deeply meaningful: to inspire, support, and uplift the graduates of Sweet Home High School by helping them pursue their dreams through higher education. This year, thanks to the incredible generosity of our alumni and community, the foundation was honored to award over $100,000 in scholarships to the graduating class of 2025. This is a true testament to the power of a community that believes in its youth. And from time to time, the Alumni Foundation also has the privilege of presenting the High Q Award, a special honor given to a Sweet Home graduate whose life and legacy reflect the very best of what it means to be from this town. Whether they stood out during their high school years or made their mark in their profession or community, these individuals remind us of what's possible when talent, hard work, and heart come together. Nominations for this award are welcomed year-round by the Sweet Home Alumni Foundation's High Q Committee. The High Q Award isn't about just accomplishments. It's about character, it's about impact, and it's about celebrating those who continue to make us proud to call Sweet Home home. And tonight, we are pleased to recognize one such extraordinary individual. This year's prestigious High Q Award goes to Steve Thorp in recognition of his impact on the Sweet Home community and the sport of wrestling. Coach Thorp is a true Sweet Home legend and one of the most accomplished wrestling coaches in Oregon history. A 1986 graduate of Sweet Home High School, he was the student body president and a standout athlete in both wrestling and baseball. He became the school's first four-time conference wrestling champion and was a three-time state placer. After high school, he wrestled at Pacific University and later at Oregon State University, becoming the first Sweet Home wrestler to compete at the NCAA Division I level. He earned 3 varsity letters and completed his degree in exercise and sports science. Since returning to Sweet Home, Thorp has built a tremendous wrestling program. Over 34 years, he's led the team to 7 state titles, 24 state trophies, and an incredible 760 career wins, making him the winningest coach in Oregon wrestling history. His teams have produced 53 individual state champions and more than 240 state placers. He's helped over 40 athletes go on to compete at the college level. He's been named Coach of the Year at the league, state, and national levels. As Oregon's USA Wrestling Chairman from 2011 to 2023, he grew membership from under 3,000 athletes to over 9,000. He's led national and international teams and served on multiple national committees, earning honors like the USA Wrestling's President's Award and State Chairman of the Year. Always the master innovator, Coach Thorp promoted and supported and ushered in women's wrestling in the state of Oregon and in the community of Sweet Home. Our women's teams have produced 3 regional titles in the last 5 years and 7 state champions. He launched viral Facebook Live workouts during the COVID lockdowns to keep kids training and connected, and he even featured a guest session with UFC champion Colby Covington. Thorp, along with a number of other coaches throughout the state, worked tirelessly to put on the 2021 Oregon Wrestling State Championships, even when there was incredible pushback at the state level. He founded the San Am Wrestling Camp, now the longest running in Oregon, and he still leads the Sweet Home Mat Club. I could keep going with these accomplishments, guys. The list is long. Steve Thorp is a man of incredible work ethic. He starts his days at 6 a.m. and often isn't leaving the high school until well after 8 p.m. And one thing I've always admired is his ability to recruit wrestlers of all ages and walks of life and to guide those young men and women into what we see here today, graduates of Sweet Home High School. Now, in the midst of all this, I would note Steve's 34-year marriage to Heather as his most impressive accomplishment to date. Together, they've raised 3 children and now 4 wonderful grandkids. That alone deserves an award that we as a society often overlook. And on a personal note, I'm proud to include my name in that list of athletes that he helped get to the college level. Without Thorp's guidance and encouragement, I would have never competed in college. The experience of wrestling at Southern Oregon University, go Hawks, changed the trajectory of my life. It led me to be a teacher and a coach. It established professional connections that I lean on to this day, and it reinforced the work ethic and life lessons Coach Thorp taught all those years ago. Thorp's influence extends beyond the wrestling mat, though. He has been my mentor for close to 30 years. He officiated my wedding, and he answers my phone calls at all hours of the night. I'm forever grateful to get to work with a man of his character. The HiQ Award honors not just achievement, but dedication to community and lasting influence. And Steve Thorp embodies all of that and more. From shaping champions on the mat to building character in the classroom and community, his lifelong commitment to Sweet Home has elevated the lives of students, athletes, and families across generations. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Coach Thorp on his recognition as the 2025 HiQ Award recipient.
I got sunblock in my eyes, if you're wondering why they water. I want to say to the Sweet Home Alumni Foundation, I want to thank you for honoring me for this. I'm just wondering if it comes with any money, though, is what I'm... No, I told Heather this is going to be hard. I've received a lot of awards, but I think this is probably the most cherished. And so, with that, I'm grateful, and I want to extend gratitude because none of this was done by myself. Much of my success as an athlete and the values I carried over into my coaching and volunteering didn't happen without parents that led by example. My dad told me very early, he said, there's There's always going to be somebody better. They're going to be faster. They're going to be stronger. They're going to be more talented, but you can't control that. But what you can control is how hard you work. So all you got to do is just outwork them. Well, that's something I've done. I've carried that throughout my career as an athlete and as a coach. And having great parents, they allowed me to fail and learn from it. And they didn't blame the coach or the teacher when I did fail. They allowed me to learn and become better from it. They held me accountable, and I'm grateful for that. Also, none of what I've done as an athlete or as a coach has not been done alone. As an athlete, I had great workout partners, and I had coaches that pushed me and they challenged me, and they demanded I do the same for them. And the assistant coaches that I've had for me over the past 29 years have unselfishly dedicated their time and made sacrifices to our program. And the young men and women, more recently the women, but they put in the work. They're the ones who sacrificed, and they laced up their boots and stepped inside the circle and prepared themselves for battle 6 minutes at a time. I want you to know that your stamp is on that. Their stamp, your stamp, is on everything I've ever got as an award or an accomplishment. The 24 state trophies and the 9 classic titles and any coaching honor I've ever earned, including the National Coach of the Year. You deserve some recognition and have earned my sincere... yeah. I've had kids put themselves through a wall for me. Yeah. So, if you wrestled for me or have been a coach in our program at any level, I want to say thank you, and I want you to stand and be recognized for what you've accomplished as well. Thank you, guys. You get me forever. None of what I've done as a teacher, as a coach, or anything, any of my leadership with USA Wrestling happens without the guidance of and the grace of my Lord and Savior, and most importantly, Heather. Sorry. Truly, the most unselfish person I know. I had a mom call Heather one night while we were at practice, and she asked, "Do they practice every day?" And Heather said yes. And the mom asked Heather, she said, "Are you aware of the amount of family time that takes away?" And Heather said, "Yes, because when your son shows up, my husband was there an hour before, and when your son gets home, my husband won't be home for another 1 or 2 hours." This is how it's been for 34 years. So, thanks, H, for letting me do this. Thanks for taking care of our kids while I was taking care of someone else's. And thank you, Taylor and Natalie and Travis, for sharing your dad with thousands and thousands of kids. This allergies and sunblock. I never planned to be a Division I wrestler, a varsity wrestler for Oregon State University, but my work ethic and my ability to show up earned me a spot. I never planned to run Oregon Wrestling, the Oregon Wrestling Association, for so many years, and I didn't plan to sit on the board of directors or executive committee for USA Wrestling and make decisions that shape the United States in our sport. But it was when those opportunities were presented, I took advantage of them, and when I was in those positions, I worked hard at it. If you would have told the 10-year-old me that one day I would sit in a room with Bruce Bumgardner and multiple medalists and everything, and it would be one of my votes that decided on how we stage our Olympic and world teams, I would have thought you were crazy. But I want to make this very clear, and I want to make this very clear to some of you that can't wait to get out of here. My coming back to Sweet Home to teach, coach, to be involved in this community, and to raise my family was 100% a plan. And I never faltered from it. And the success I've had as a coach has not been an accident. It's an on purpose. Some of you have heard that. Now, did I think I was going to be the most winningest coach in the history of Oregon wrestling and have 7 state titles? You bet I did. I wasn't doing it for naught. No, I'm just kidding, but I will tell you this, though. We should have more. And am I satisfied? No. And am I done? No. So again, thank you to the Sweet Home Alumni Foundation for this honor. Thank you to Sweet Home for supporting me for so many years in this school district. And thank you, class of 2025, for sharing this time with me. I appreciate it.
Good evening, Sweet Home Huskies.
This is our 143rd week of high school.
And in total, our 467th week of school, from kindergarten to today.
4 years ago, we walked into this building thinking we had it all figured out.
And now we're walking out, realizing we've just barely survived through it, but through it all, we've learned, grown, and probably hit our snooze buttons more times than we would care to admit.
Moving into our first week of freedom from the prison we call school, we are here to offer some advice for all the graduating seniors, including ourselves.
We didn't want to be too predictable, so we decided we would spell out what it now means to be a graduate.
As we start off the graduate acronym, I'd like to begin with G, glimpse the future. Take a second to picture yourself 10 years from now. Maybe you're inspiring the next generation as a teacher. You could be working as an engineer, or be out in the woods as a forester. Wherever you see yourself, you could be staying close to Sweet Home or headed far away. Hold that vision tight. We're at the end of our high school career, about to jump into what's ahead. But remember, your future isn't something you just step into. Hate to break it to you, but we've got some more work to do. A quote from Leonard Sweet says, "The future is not something we enter. The future is something we create." So, glimpse that next step. It might be a dorm, a new job, or a leap of faith to chase a dream. Although it's important to glimpse the future, it's equally as important to remember the past.
Speaking of remembering the past, our next letter, R, is for remember. Remember these years. Remember all of the fun things we've done, the friends we've made, the teachers who've guided us, the places we've gone. Remember all of the exciting events that made high school more than just classes and homework. These moments help shape who we are, and they're worth holding on to. Remember not only the fun moments, but also remember the challenging ones. Remember the late nights spent studying, the early morning practices, and all of the other moments when we pushed through even when we didn't feel like it. Also remember the people who've helped us through it all. Our family, friends, teachers, those who have supported and encouraged us, and those who believed in us even on the days when we didn't believe in ourselves. Remember to thank them for everything that they have done. Chances are they probably did way more than we will ever fully realize.
Next in graduate is A for achieve. Not just snagging the diploma or checking the boxes, though great work on that, by the way. I'm talking about achieving the best version of yourself. Each one of you has a spark, the potential to change everything and everyone around you. It could be leading a team in your workplace. Maybe you mastered your craft and are inspiring others. It could even be as simple as you being the person who makes others smile. That's the potential right there. Push to achieve your unique greatness and be a light for others in ways only you can. A quote from Maya Angelou put it perfectly. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. Keep achieving your fullest potential. Hey Peyton, what does D have for us?
D is for don't be dumb. Don't be dumb is a phrase that many of us have heard from our coaches. Usually, this is in regards to the end of the season, and they don't want us to break ourselves and be unable to compete. Not only is this important to remember in sports, but it is good advice for life in general. It might sound funny, but it's true. Every choice we make now has bigger consequences. If you don't think things through, you may be dealing with consequences that can stick with you for a long time. Now that we are adults, it's up to us to figure things out. So, to make life easier, don't be dumb. Following D, we have U.
U is for understanding yourself. What I mean by understanding yourself goes past knowing your favorite food or what you're good at. I mean the deeper questions. Who do you want to be? How do you want to be seen? What kind of impact do you want to leave behind? When you take time to go over those things, you begin to shape your direction. Like I said for G, your future is something you build. Our families, teachers, and friends have helped us see ourselves more clearly. Now it's our turn to keep learning, not just about the world, but also about ourselves. Aristotle once said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. When you understand your heart, you'll know where to go next. Next up, A.
A is for afraid. It's okay to be afraid. It's normal. There are going to be many things in your life that you will be scared of. They can be small things like spiders, or big things like trying to understand how to file taxes. The most immediate scary thing we all have to face is that we are now adults and have full control over our own lives, which is pretty frightening. Think back to all of the difficult and scary things that we've already faced so far in life. Some things might have felt impossible to overcome at the time, but we did it. We're here today, so clearly we survived. It's okay to be afraid, just don't let your fear stop you. Now it's time for T.
T is for trust. Like Peyton said, it can be scary stepping into the unknown of life outside of high school. But when things get heavy, make sure you have something that you can put your trust in. Something that grounds you, like an anchor. This could be faith, family, or quiet time. As for me, I turn to Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Find what brings you peace and lean into it. Trust that anchor. It's always better to take on things with others than you by yourself. And the last letter, E.
E is for enjoy the moment. There are so many reasons to enjoy today. Our friends, our families, this town, the sunshine, and most of all, the fact that we are about to receive our diplomas. These are the kinds of moments that make life beautiful. Enjoy them. And beyond today, make sure that you keep enjoying life. Spend time with the people you love. Travel to that place you've always wanted to see. Try new things that excite you, even if they're a little scary. Chase what makes you feel alive. If we forget to do what we enjoy, life becomes a to-do list. So don't wait, go out, live fully, and enjoy your life.
And that's the graduate acronym. To spell it out one last time, first, G, glimpse the future.
R, remember the past.
A, achieve your potential.
D, don't be dumb.
U, understand yourself.
A, being afraid is okay.
T, trust your anchor.
And E, enjoy the moment.
It might be scary facing into the unknown of adulthood, but we hope that this acronym can help guide you through the next season of your lives.
Thank you.
calm and easy. Hold me, rock me, deep and wide. Hold me, rock me, in your arms. Oh, I got a home, I got a home, I got a home on the other side. My life is a running river, flowing from the mountains to a distant sea. I've known many hills and valleys. When I reach that ocean, I'll be free. Yes, hold me, rock me, calm and easy. Hold me, rock me, keep and cry. Hold me, rock me, in your arms. I got a home, I got a home, I got a home on the other side. Yes, I got a home, I got a home, I got a home, on the other side, on the other side.
Let's pose for a picture, everybody. Good evening, everyone, students, staff, families, mom, dad, and to the guy who's only here because he thought there'd be free food. Sorry, it's just diplomas today. It's an honor to be standing here with all of you, the class of 25, which conveniently is also the percentage Laird tends to get on his English essays.
I'm extremely grateful to be up here today as one of your valedictorians. If you would have told me years ago today that I'd be giving this speech, I'm not sure I would have believed you. But looking back now, I can see how every moment, every success, and every setback has brought me to this point. I've experienced great things, like winning the 100 breaststroke at state 3 years in a row, and tough things like missing the school record by 1/100th of a second. Moments like this teach us something important. Even when we fall just short of our goals, the journey still holds value. We grow stronger, more determined, and more capable of dreaming bigger.
I'm glad there are 9 of us this year. If it were just one, like it will be next year, let's be real, Ethan Malabago would probably be the only one up here giving a speech and would all be sitting in the audience like pretending we didn't scrape by. But instead, we get to share this moment together. We've always helped each other out, like me teaching Dylan a whole unit of trigonometry right before the test, just for him to get a better score than me. Or, like my grade being an A in calculus being left to Hartman's decision. That was the scariest week of my 4 years of high school, and pretending how to write a rhetorical analysis. I still don't know. Being a valedictorian feels kind of fitting, considering I misspelled valedictorian not once, twice, but 3 times while naming the Google Doc I wrote this on. Eventually, autocorrect helped me out.
I'm so proud of how far we've all come. Every one of us has a story, some full of long nights reading a book for English that we finished 3 months ago. You know who you are. And others who actually read it on day 1. You also know who you are. None of it would have been possible without the people who supported us along the way.
I couldn't have done this without the amazing people around me. I could name all of you, but there are so many I'd probably need an extra 10 minutes. But seriously, each one of you has played a huge part of getting me to where I am, and I'm lucky to have you as friends. And if I could give one thank you I know this whole class could agree on, thank you Colton Bennett for knowing how to eat better than anyone I've ever seen. And a special thank you to Dr. Neal for helping me find a passion for science I didn't know I had. If it weren't for him, I'm not sure I'd know what I want to do in the future.
Thank you to Miss Snyder for always being there for me, no matter what day it was, even if you spoiled the Wordle. I forgive you. To Miss Marchbanks, thank you for putting up with Abby and I laughing every single day and still somehow making space for teaching. And guess what? Today is the day. To Coach AJ and Coach Perigin, thank you for believing in me through every practice and only putting me in lane 1 twice and never putting me in the 100 fly. To my mom, thank you for driving me to all those long meets and buying me a million swim sweatshirts. And to my dad, thank you for teaching me how to be a goalie and for teaching me to face challenges head on, quite literally.
When I think about what shaped me most, I remember lessons from wrestling, football, forestry, and my time as student body president. Those experiences taught me grit and leadership, lessons I'll carry on far beyond high school. My journey to becoming student body president wasn't easy. As a freshman, I applied for the leadership position and got turned down. Sophomore year, I tried again and got turned down again. Honestly, I lost count of how many times I asked Rosa when the next election would be in hopes to earn the spot. But I guess the persistence paid off, because junior year, I finally got accepted into leadership and was elected social media director, a position I shared with Kirsten. And now, as a senior, I'm proud to stand here as student body president. I share this because I want to highlight the importance of not giving up. I could have stopped after the first denial letter, or even the second, but I didn't, and that made all the difference. My parents always emphasized what it meant to be a leader, and over these 4 years, I can honestly say I've become a better student and a better man because of it.
I was also denied into the leadership class my freshman and sophomore years, but I'm eternally grateful to be a part of such an amazing group for my junior and senior year. I know I also cannot thank everyone by name. I'd be up here longer than Killen would have been. But to my best friends, Abby and Shane, thank you for sticking with me since day one of high school. I'll miss our group projects where only one of us did the work. You probably don't know who that was because it was me.
One of my best memories from this year has to be winning the Pride trip, even with an advisor who's absolutely obsessed with Elvis Presley. Jared Adams started at this school the same year we did, and there's something kind of sentimental about that, like we've been on this journey together from the beginning.
Just know that arriving at one goal is the start of another. Let's carry the lessons, friendships, and memories with us and go do the things we love. And as Sophia would say, 3, 2, 1, bing.
To the teachers who put up with us, the coaches who shaped us, and everyone who supported us, thank you. Your guidance and patience made all the difference. To those still in school, watching from the audience, here's our advice. Don't chase perfection, chase growth. The world doesn't need more perfect people, it needs real ones, and that's where you come in. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Falcon and D1. Well, class of 2025, wow, we made it. Throughout our many years, I've had so much fun sharing memories with you all. We did so much together. Our intertwined experience was a blast. I'm sure that the time we spent will be looked back on with nostalgia and pride. I remember the time when...
Whoa, hang on there, cornball. That's not really how it was these past few years.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, it's not like we had the same experience. It's inaccurate to generalize the class of 2025 like that.
Okay, whatever, but when I looked up how to write a valedictorian speech, Google said to talk about our time together in high school. I understand it's a little cliche, but come on.
Well, all right, sure, but our time doesn't really reflect everyone's individual point of view. I mean, think about it. You and I didn't go to the same practices or the same clubs after school. We didn't even have the same classes. In fact, I heard about this theory that said no two interactions can ever be identical.
Oh yeah, actually, I think I've heard of that. That makes a lot of sense. Not only have people seen different things at school, but our backgrounds and lives lived up to this point give us each a unique lens through which we view the world. Even under those same conditions, two people who have lived similar lives won't understand the situation in the exact same way. Because of that, each person has built on their own unique views and encountered the school in a variety of ways. No two experiences can be the same because no two people are the same. In that way, we will carry with us the effect high school has had on our perception, but still see the world in a way only each one of us can actually see it.
See, now you're getting it. In that case, let's try a different approach. It's important to remember that when moving forward, we carry our life at Sweet Home with us. And whether or not you wanted it to, it has likely changed you. Your life has been built on a collage of unique things that make the way you live different from every other person on this planet, and now Sweet Home gets to be a part of that. Not a single other person in this world from all across time will ever see the world how you do. That being said, when you leave, or rather when we leave, we need to understand that it's not about living the perfect life, but it's about taking in the world on the path that you paved.
I mean, after all, we're not going to stand up here and tell you what you've likely heard your entire lives. You know the old saying, be the best you can be. Instead, we want you to take with you this idea. Don't be the best you can be, but be the you are. You are the only one, the only person to ever get the chance to see the world the way you see it. The ups, the downs, are all uniquely yours, and no one will ever understand them the way you do.
Not to say we didn't enjoy spending our years alongside you all. We do still find the memories we made to be incredibly valuable, such as the time we spent in our supposed honors A-push class discussing how Radams definitely could not fight a grizzly bear, even if he had a katana. After all, he couldn't even take me and Jaden in a 2v1 on the line, no matter what he's convinced himself of. We're still waiting for that, by the way, wherever he is.
Yeah, and we definitely need to mention that Dr. Neal is the GOAT for letting us play Beyblades and Magic after finishing our work. And of course, a big thank you to Hartman for preparing us for college with cold stares and headbutting the whiteboard instead of just giving us normal answers.
However, Hartman's not the only one we should thank. It was a long journey throughout our 4 years, and we would not have made it without the support of friends, family, teachers, and ChatGPT.
We can't speak for everyone, but we know that without the help of those around us and the push they gave us, we would not be standing here in front of you today. And even though we made fun of sentimental speeches, thank you for the time, the memories, and the influence you have had on our lives. So go out and be the greatest versions of yourselves as you want, but know that whatever you experience, you're the first to do it your way and the last to ever do it your way. It is with sincere gratitude that we thank you, class of 2025.
When the way is clear and sunlight shines, we pursue our way. With nary a fear, we follow straight lines, day after blinding day.
But the path gets blocked.
But the path gets blocked. The path gets blocked. The sky turns black, forcing us to pause, and leave where shod our narrow track, for one with fewer flaws.
But the path gets blocked.
But the path gets blocked. The path gets blocked. The sky turns black, forcing us to pause, and leave where shod our narrow track, for one with fewer flaws. When the sky is blue and grass is green, we seldom check to see if our pathway through this verdant sea leads towards harmony.
Then danger shakes.
Selfish minds lead to the sky. New lives to make, new paths to find. Listen to her reply. Live your life, says she, with keen respect for your brothers of the earth. To be truly free, you must protect them with majesty and mirth.
The ocean ended.
The ocean ended. The ocean ended. Let's live and play animal light. Are in your care. Rejoice in the rain and walk in a way of light.
The ocean ended.
The ocean ended. The ocean ended. Let's live and play animal light. Are in your care. Rejoice in the rain and walk in a way of light.
Good evening, students, families, faculty, and friends. It is an incredible honor to be standing before you tonight as we celebrate the graduating class of 2025. 11 years ago, I was sitting where you all were and earning my own high school diploma. I, like so many of you today, was thrilled to finally be done with high school and ready to start the next chapter of my life. A couple of years later, I moved away from Sweet Home, and to be honest, I never had any intention of coming back. But that's not what fate had in store for me. The year after I graduated from college, the COVID-19 pandemic hit, and that derailed my plans. I soon found myself in need of a job, and as it happened, Sweet Home High had an opening during the fall of 2021. Needless to say, I got the job, and the last 4 years have been some of the best years of my life, thanks in part to this class. Whenever I think about what might have happened if I had taken a different path, I remind myself that if I had, I wouldn't have gotten all the experiences I have had with all of you. From all the spirit weeks, assemblies, dances, school events, and classroom discussions, whether they were about historical topics, who the greatest basketball player of all time is, or the absurdity of some TV shows like The Vampire Diaries, I can say that without hesitation that the class of 2025 is going to be one that I remember for the rest of my career. Now, your time at Sweet Home High is coming to a close, and a new chapter is beginning. In just a short while, you'll be crossing the stage, earning your diplomas, and taking a bold step into the future. Tonight, we recognize not only your achievements, but also the remarkable world you're stepping into, one that has been built for you by past generations. As a history teacher, I can't help but look at these past generations, not to dwell there, but to see how far we've come and how much you all can still shape. And as so many of you have so nicely pointed out to me over the last 4 years, you may not have a huge need for history in your lifetime. But that's not why we study history. Rather, we study history to recognize the immense capabilities of human achievement. Each era, each movement, and each breakthrough is a testament to what people can accomplish when they work together, dream big, and persevere through adversity. History teaches us that progress isn't accidental, it's intentional, often hard-won, and always worth remembering. Consider the progress that has been made over the course of just your lifetime. In 2007, the iPhone was introduced, an invention that revolutionized communication, education, how we connect with the world, and have been the bane of teachers' existence ever since. 18 years ago, social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok didn't even exist, and yet today they're shaping culture, activism, and even people's careers. Streaming services have changed how we consume entertainment, and voice assistants like Alexa and Siri have brought artificial intelligence into our homes. Self-automated vehicles, wearable tech, and space tourism, all once thought to just be science fiction, is now a reality. These milestones are more than historical facts. They are reminders that the human story is always unfolding, and now it's your turn to write the next chapter. So, as you might wonder, where do you begin? Well, unfortunately, I don't know. I have no perfect how-to guide to give you. Just like you all and everyone here, it is my first time living too. The best I can do is give you some advice on how to make the most of it. First is to choose kindness. It may seem like a small or simple act, but history shows us that kindness has changed lives, shaped movements, and even altered the course of nations. Being kind isn't always easy, especially in a fast-paced, competitive world, but it is always powerful. It is how you build bridges, communities, and create a lasting impact. Second, take chances. Do not be afraid to fail. Every inventor, artist, leader, and change maker failed, often, and sometimes spectacularly, before they succeeded. What set them apart wasn't perfection. It was persistence. Let failure be your teacher, not your limit. Be bold enough to try and humble enough to learn. Third, things won't always work out the way you plan, and that's okay. Life is a way of leading us down unexpected paths. What feels like a detour might actually be a doorway. Your goals may shift, your interests may evolve, and your definition of success may change. That's not a sign of failure, it's a sign of growth. The world is full of possibilities you haven't even imagined yet. Stay open to them. And the last piece of advice I want to share with you is actually from a passage from a book I read several years ago that has stuck with me ever since. It says, "You're going to realize it one day. The happiness was never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. Happiness was never about following in the footsteps of all those who came before you. It was never about being like the others. One day you're going to see it. The happiness was always about the discovery, the hope, the listening to your heart, and following it wherever it chose to go. Happiness was always about being kinder to yourself. It was always about embracing the person you were becoming. One day you will understand that happiness was always about learning how to live with yourself. That happiness was never in the hands of others. It was always about you. It was always about you. Congratulations, class of 2025. You've already made history, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us in our celebration of the graduation of the class of 2025. My name is Terry Martin. I'm both humbled and proud to be the superintendent of Sweet Home School District number 55. Before I introduce our board members present, I would like to honor our staff, both past and present. So if you are a Sweet Home staff member, past or present, would you please stand? Thank you. It's my honor to introduce the members of our school board present here tonight. Our board of directors, board member Floyd Neuschwander, board officer Mike Adams, and board chairman Jason Reddick. Board, thank you for your dedication to our district.
Steve, how much time? No, I'm just kidding. The boss just reminded me when he said his name that a lot of y'all out there probably don't know who I am. My name is Ralph Brown, and it is my privilege to be the principal of Sweet Home High School. And this is a great group of kids, so it is a sincere honor. If any of you out there, I'm just going to take a second, if any of you out there are military veterans, present military or veterans, if you could please stand. If there are people out there that are our first responders, police, fire, nurses, all those, please stand. Thank you so much for what you do every day and what you've done in your careers to make our country great. Thank you. I'd like to welcome the directors who are present tonight and our superintendent, Mr. Terry Martin, who you just saw. At this time, it is my duty and privilege to certify that the students who received their diplomas this evening have met all the requirements of Sweet Home School District number 55 and the academic and career standards established by the state of Oregon. Now it is my privilege to present to you the Sweet Home High School graduating class of 2025.
You guys ready for this? Killen Dean Boggs, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, top 10%. Dylan Ray Sharp, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, top 10%. Kirsten Roxy Sautel, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, top 10%. Shane Eric Schuster, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, top 10%. Ivan Lane Ogden, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, top 10%. Easton Dale Perry, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, top 10%.
Peyton Ann Marie Markel, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, top 10%.
Gavin Stephen Gardner, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, top 10%.
Ethan Nazareno Malabago, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, top 10%.
Hunter Rodney Daly, Honors Diploma, top 10%.
Connor Eugene Stevens, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, and top 10%.
Abigail Sue Larson, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society.
Jaden Anthony Mancia,
Cadence Joy Egner.
Peyton Marie Lindsay,
Isaac Austin Lindsay.
Ronald Frederick Abbott, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society.
Joshua P. Aker, top 10%.
Sawyer James Alio,
Meadow Sole Aponte.
Maximilian Jewel Allen,
Haley Alexis Begrin.
Mariah Lynn Bradley, top 10%.
Emily Nicole Burks.
Tawny Lee Rose Banta,
Jackson Daniel Behringer.
Colton Jack Bennett,
Kaylee Emma Looney.
Ava May Boyd,
Dalen Hugh Thompson.
Mila Rose Bailey Brulette,
Bella May Burbank.
Chase Lee Cameron,
Kaylin N. Cup.
Alyssa M. Cruz,
Alexia Ray Marie Devlin.
Russell Aaron Dickerman.
Mackenzie Arlene Diana Drexler.
Emmeline Lorraine Durrett.
Alyssa Ann Estrella.
Jordan Dean Epperson.
Kristen Marie Epperson.
Richard Eugene Ray Erickson.
Owen Taylor Erickson.
Madison May Lytle.
Hannah Rose McCluskey, Honors Diploma.
Blaze Rose Taylor Murphy.
Jordan Marie Taylor Welts, Honors Diploma.
Jocelyn Marai Fairchild, top 10%.
Victor Samuel Estep.
Garrett Allen Evenhuse.
Dominic Levi Freeman.
Jadria Mackenzie Fields.
Abigail May Foss, Honors Diploma.
Jason Alexander Funk.
Talon Victor Graber.
Ben Colin Haggis.
Lucinda Jane Hankins.
John Bodie Hart.
Jaden Wade Hastings.
Carter Michael Hay.
Courtney Sarianne Hayes.
Gianna Lynn Smith.
Shiloh Nicole Robinson, Honors Diploma, top 10%.
Jess Emerson Martineau, Honors Diploma.
Riley James Gibson Johnson.
Michael David Harrigan-Roeder.
Connor James Hagel.
Ava Marie Height.
Katali Jones.
Savannah Elizabeth Hooper.
Marshall Cody Hauser.
Brooke Aubrey Hillsman, National Honor Society.
Akemi Jimenez Ramon, Honors Diploma.
Christian Dwayne Justham.
Tristan David Douglas Johnson.
Casey Allen Cast.
Preston Dean Kegler.
Kennedy Anne Marie King.
Shaylee Alice Key.
Maverick Dean Leonard.
Christopher Keone Kailiunoa Lamoro.
Jacob James Lantroop.
Abigail Jo Lee Lovick.
Brock Hunter Lyon.
Zachary Teixeira McGaffey.
Hannah Lynn Marshall Dolan.
Armand J. Marble, Honors Diploma, top 10%.
Janelle Renee Matney.
Walter Stanley McCann IV.
Lola Jane McKinnon.
Janaea Noel McElhinney.
Hannah Starr Miser.
Jeremiah Gabriel Mitzel.
Ailey Shelby Molman.
Drake Anthony Murray.
Timber Lynn Nobles.
Brody William Olson.
Marley Anawi Ortiz.
Caden Pangle.
Connor James Pace.
Anne Marie Perez.
Sophia Lynn Perez.
Laird Holland Petner.
Jacob Allen Vincent Petrate.
Zoe May Petrate.
Dalton Timothy Peterson.
Leyland Michael Peterson.
Victoria Bell Pitts.
Nevaeh Ann Provisgard.
Layla Roberta Ann Pruitt, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society.
David Austin Scott Trisman.
Samantha Marie Pineda Vita.
Elizabeth Maria Pointer Chavez.
Aubrey Jade Putney.
Beatrice Elise Reeve.
Tiara Nicole Reynolds, Honors Diploma, top 10%.
Crimson Adeline Ring, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society.
Jaden Nicole Ruse.
Katie Ann Self.
Kayla Ashley Sidoris.
Dylan Carter Sanderson.
Christopher Ray Stewart.
Hayden Lewis Strawn.
Jack Paul Gawain Simmons.
Jaron Michael Slater.
Sophia Bailey Stock.
Bowden Jonathan Sayer.
Claire Ann Chaputis.
Donovan Allen Stidham DeFore.
Mitchell Dwayne Stratman.
Amelia May Solons. Honors Diploma, National Honor Society, top 10%.
Ashton Mitchell Swanson.
Ko Leighton Ebbs.
Brendan Allen James Thomas.
Frances Nicole Turnbull.
Nathan Lee Thompson.
Cole Ryder Timmer.
McKenna Marie Van Geest.
Ashton Lynn Van Velzer.
Jackson Dean Van Ice.
Connor Wickhuse.
My best friend, Gracie June Vaughn.
Nataya Elizabeth Walters.
Christian Graham Wiedemann.
Lawson Dean Warner.
Colton Stephen Wilmarth.
Tristan Thomas Wilmarth.
Bailey Pearl Wilson.
Lillian Teresa Wolf.
Sarah Nolene Wood.
Kat Wright.
Maddox Dwayne Franklin.
Audrin Yeager.
Mason Lamar Turner.
Jackson Matthew Nightingale.
Ariella Hadassah Erickson.
Grace Vermilia.
Aliana Mackenzie Bolton.
Mackenzie Lee Neese.
Well, we've almost made it. It is now time for the final piece of this academic journey. Good work, everybody. In just a moment, you will all become members of an esteemed and distinguished group, alumni of Sweet Home High School. Congratulations on completing this achievement. You've all worked incredibly hard. We are all very proud of you, and it is my esteemed honor to present the class of 2025. If you all together now turn your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, this concludes our ceremony. You can now throw your caps in the air.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and